Every year, millions of dollars change hands at rock and gem shows across the United States. And every year, a significant portion of that money is spent on minerals that are not what the price tag claims. Not always through deliberate fraud. Some vendors don't know their own stock is enhanced or synthetic. But the result is the same. A buyer goes home with something that cost natural specimen money and is worth a fraction of that. This video covers the 3 most common fakes at rock shows right now: dyed chalcedony, heat-treated amethyst sold as citrine, and synthetic slag glass, plus the exact tests and visual tells that let you identify all of them at the table in under 30 seconds before you spend $1. Dyed chalcedony is the most frequently encountered enhancement at rock and gem shows at every price point. The giveaway is almost always the color itself. Natural minerals produce color through trace element chemistry distributed throughout the crystal lattice, so the color is part of the stone. Dye is applied externally and follows the path of least resistance through the specimen's fractures and grain boundaries. Look at the cracks. In a dyed specimen, the color is deepest and most concentrated exactly where the fractures are. The dye pooled there as it dried. In a natural specimen, color distribution has no relationship to crack location. It follows the crystal structure, not the damage. The confirmation test is simple and takes 10 seconds. A cotton swab dampened with acetone, standard nail polish remover, pressed gently to the surface and held for 5 seconds. On a dyed stone, the swab comes away colored. On a natural stone, it comes away clean. Carry acetone swabs to every rock show you attend. They weigh nothing, and they will save you money every single time. Natural citrine is one of the rarest varieties of quartz in the world. Genuine pale golden citrine from its primary sources, Brazil's Serra Gaúcha region, Madagascar, and the Congo, has a pale, almost smoky golden color, distributed evenly through the entire crystal. It is neither abundant nor cheap, and it rarely forms in large, dramatic, spiked clusters. What you will see on the majority of rock show tables labeled as citrine is heat-treated amethyst. Amethyst crystals that have been kiln-fired at high temperature until the purple color converts to orange. The result is a distinctive burnt orange to reddish-orange color with a harshness that natural citrine never produces. It is not subtle. The structural tell is the most reliable identifier and requires no tools. Look at the base of the cluster where the crystals meet the white matrix. In heat-treated amethyst, the heat penetrates unevenly. The tips of the crystals color first, and the base sections remain white and colorless. The color gradient runs from colorless at the base to orange at the tip, and the transition is abrupt. In natural citrine, the color runs consistently from base to termination. This is not a minor enhancement. Heat-treated amethyst sells for a few dollars per cluster at the wholesale level. Natural citrine of equivalent size sells for hundreds. The difference matters. The Andara crystal market is the single most profitable mineral fraud operating at rock shows today. Slag glass, the waste byproduct of industrial glass furnaces, is being sold at premium natural crystal prices under invented names like Andara crystal, monatomic glass, and high-consciousness volcanic glass. Individual pieces sell for $20 to $200. The material costs cents per kilogram at the industrial source. 3 tells identify it immediately. First, the color is too perfect, completely uniform throughout the entire specimen, with no variation, no zoning, no inclusions. Natural minerals develop color through imperfect geological processes. Perfection in a mineral specimen is a warning sign, not a selling point. Second, air bubbles. Hold any suspected specimen up to a strong torch pressed directly to the edge and look through the interior. If you see spherical bubbles, you are holding manufactured glass. Nature does not produce perfect spheres inside volcanic glass. Those bubbles are from the manufacturing process. Third, internal structure. Genuine obsidian and volcanic glass contains natural flow lines, subtle banding produced by the movement of the cooling lava. It is not perfectly clear. It is not perfectly uniform. Hold genuine obsidian next to an Andara specimen, and the difference in internal character is immediately visible to any trained eye. These are not rare earth minerals. They are not monatomic. They are not conscious. They are furnace waste. Know what you are looking at before you spend money on it. 3 more to carry in your memory before you walk any rock show floor. Dyed howlite, sold as turquoise, is everywhere. Howlite is naturally white with gray veining. It takes dye readily, and the result looks convincingly turquoise from a distance. The acetone test catches it every time. Genuine turquoise color is mineral chemistry. It does not transfer to cotton. Goldstone, sold as natural sunstone, is a manufactured glass containing suspended copper crystals. It has been sold as a natural mineral for decades despite being entirely man-made. If the sparkle is perfectly uniform throughout the entire specimen, it is not natural. Genuine sunstone from Oregon has copper schiller in irregular concentrations that follow the crystal's natural growth zones. Resin-filled crystal cracks are common on otherwise genuine specimens. The resin improves the appearance of fractured pieces and allows them to be sold as undamaged. Under a 10-power hand lens, the resin surface has a slightly different texture and glossiness than surrounding quartz. And under a torch, the refractive quality of the filled crack is visibly different from the surrounding crystal. At any rock show, your first 5 seconds at a table are your most valuable. Here is what to look at in that window. Color character first. If the color is extraordinary by any measure, ask why. Extraordinary color in nature is rare. Extraordinary color in a dealer's tray is frequently manufactured. Color distribution second. Look at the fractures and grain boundaries. If the color is deepest exactly where the cracks are, you are looking at a dye. Internal structure third. Carry a small torch and press it to the edge of any specimen you're considering. Natural minerals have inclusions, flow lines, and internal character. Manufactured glass is too clean. And then ask the vendor one direct question. Is this natural, treated, or enhanced? A confident vendor with genuine stock answers immediately and specifically. A vendor who becomes vague or defensive when asked directly is giving you the answer you need without meaning to. The rock and gem show floor is one of the best places in the world to find genuine, extraordinary minerals at fair prices, when you know what you're looking at. This knowledge protects your wallet and it rewards the people selling honestly. More Mineral Identification Guide at rockhounding.org covers natural versus enhanced specimens, what questions to ask at shows, and the full field test reference for every major mineral category. Link is in the description. Subscribe.